Hey guys, what's going on? This is Cheney 180 and
It's 80s, baby. What's up?
Your friendly neighborhood prospect playing with myself.
And great value Will Smith, aka Public Enema.
you're listening to another episode of They're Not Dolls.
Quickie mini episode 83.
There we go. There we go. It cracks me up every time you say that, KJ. I can't hold it in. Great value Will Smith. I love it. I love it.
On that for now.
Yes. All right, so let me update our lettering here, if you will. I'm just gonna put in great value Will Smith, man. That's if that's okay with you.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely okay.
Awesome. Because you're always getting jiggy with it. Oh man. Okay, so it is Wednesday? Yes, Wednesday. Correct. Okay. Welcome everyone to the show. The Fallen Fett unfortunately cannot be here today. But in his place we have great value Will Smith. So
Hi guys, happy to be here.
thanks once again for hopping on with us.
No problem, man. Thanks for having me.
Yes,
Always
yes.
a pleasure.
I know Dario always gets super giddy like a schoolgirl every time he finds out
I
you're
mean-
going to come on the show. That's why he couldn't talk earlier before we started recording.
I'll have you know, I have my nipples are so perky they could cut glass.
Whoa!
Ah,
Being monetized.
Whoa there,
See,
bud.
do you know, KJ? You weren't listening to yesterday's show since you didn't know.
Missed it.
Since you didn't know what we talked about yesterday. But apparently, wiener. You're not allowed to say wiener.
Whoa!
in the contents of it being
Whoa!
you cannot say it.
Yikes!
I know. I'm prospecting.
Stop it!
We're not even 5 minutes in.
No, and he's already dropping W's.
It was about a toy, though.
Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. We can't talk about those kind of toys on here.
Well, let me just explain to KJ that it's the Supapida man. How do you say that? You know,
Spider-Man. Yes.
Supapida man, and he has a very
Supida?
yeah.
Okay. Maybe Sean
Hey.
Nelson know the correct pronunciation on that. Okay. So, Adam or Dario, which one of you guys want to say what's up to our chat amigos here?
What's up? Joining us today, we
There
got
we
Troy
go.
Flores, Dark Bulb, 5VF, Thundercrow, Renee Garcia, Action Fig 21, Yats is in here, Darren Schaefer, Johnny Cinco, Wing or Lose, Marvel Kicks, Jake Peterson. What's going on? Let's see. Scroll down, stupid.
Come on, you need more. You need more
Sammy,
of
what's
that.
going on?
You need more of that Ernie energy.
Nah, I don't know where that's at. Dr. Jones, what's up? Donovan Zart's in here. Ronald Ramos. Thick Nick. Ooh, Sean S. What's going on, sir? Laser Pants and Mervine.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right. So we've got another action-packed show today, Dario. No.
I'm sorry. I put mute by accident. I put mute by accident.
You should have heard him when the mute button was on. He was like, "Hey,
Yeah,
yeah, man, this show's gonna be so straight fire. Bombs coming your way, left and right."
just screaming into the mic. He's like, "Oh no, it was on mute."
That's how loud I was screaming that it muted it by accident. I pulled the plug. I pulled the wire. I was like,
Speakers
"Oh,
out.
hell yeah! Hell of a show today, guys! So much to talk about." KJ's here to join us. Woo!
Woo! I love
Exactly
it.
what happened.
All right. Well, let's see here. How has your hunting been, KJ?
Oh man, God, I've been to Target every day for the past 2 weeks looking for various stuff. This
When you're-
morning it was
you're
the
on
Age of Apocalypse. Apocalypse.
Do you go out hunting with that YouTube friend, Florida friend of yours, Bella Toy
Oh
Bob?
yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Bella's toy chest.
I just learned about that one, so I was wondering if you got some Florida buddies.
Yeah, man. She's teaching me how to start an OnlyFans and all kinds of stuff.
Are you? Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
No, we're good. No.
no? Okay.
Age
Yeah, this
of
is gonna go south.
Age Apocalypse.
Yes.
Apocalypse.
Yes, sorry,
You're
back on
looking
track.
for him. Yes.
Yeah, so
Ever
checked,
wants to have us on the show together ever again, KJ? Like that's it. I've ruined it now.
yeah, we need our own show. Toy Migos After Dark. But I actually used Dario's list of DPCI numbers that he's got on the Facebook page, and I went and checked, and they had a Target by the beaches that had the Apocalypse, 2 of them in stock. So I went this morning, and there's an old guy stocking the shelves. I didn't see any on the shelves. I waited for like 30 minutes, went looked at T-shirts, came back, nothing. It's like, all right, whatever. So I go in the car, sit down, and I wait for like 30 minutes. I'm like, you know what? Let me just go get somebody to check the DPCI number for me.
Exactly.
Go back in the store, and I guess he had put him in on the shelves between the time I went to the car. And,
Oh my gosh.
yeah. So I was able to grab one, luckily, and then went home. So that was it.
Oh well, at least you got one.
Yeah. Yesterday was the Slash and Leatherhead set.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it's been something. I ran across those Mutagen tour figures again, and I don't know. I just can't bring myself to buy them.
I got you.
So yeah.
Yeah, there's a place around here, like I want to say about a half hour away, that's showing the Apocalypse stuff. I'm just all, I can't get there.
It's exhausting, man. I haven't seen any more Joe since last time either.
Yeah, it's been pretty barren around here as well.
We got wiped out. I think someone found Roadblock at one of the Targets near here, but that's it.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see if they're gonna have the any stock out on Friday when they're supposed to be able to sell all this stuff.
No, I doubt it, man. They finally can not break street date.
Yeah, they can finally, sell what they've been able to sell the whole time.
Hey, we got 35 people watching right now, and everyone that's watching, go click that thumbs up, and then check out the chat because we got Sean S in there. He's dropping some bombs. So,
oh yeah, always.
I'm only paying attention to that. I'm not like you, Cheney. You and KJ keep talking amongst yourselves. I'll be over in the chat.
Okay. Well then, what do we have here? We have the McFarlane Baraka and Katana.
Yeah, they were up for pre-order on Amazon today.
Yeah, I saw Dario post that this morning, and no thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pass
Yeah,
for me as well.
my Mortal Kombat is, I'm just entering the Mortal Kombat land with the Scorpion that I ordered. But, I happened to spend almost 2 hours trying to order the Comic-Con exclusive. So that'll be my first one. So we'll see if I stick with Storm Collectibles or if I keep my fingers crossed that someone else happens to make even better Mortal Kombat toys.
I think you'll be pleasantly surprised when you get Scorpion.
Ooh. Sounds like AJ knows something.
Yeah, they make pretty good figures, man.
Well, I have some Storm Collectibles, but
oh, okay.
It's a new body. What have you played with it? Has Darius showed it to you or something already? Is that what happened?
No.
Did he have it 3 months ago?
He cannot confirm or deny that. I cannot confirm or deny that. I don't know what you're talking about, Adam.
I know. That's it. I'm getting into trouble all over again.
All
probably.
over
Who's
again.
Darius?
Yeah. Okay. So I actually had a question for you guys. since we don't have too much to go off of here today, we'll go back and touch on a couple things that KJ wanted to bring up. But what I wanted to know is, do you guys think that after this whole pandemic thing, is maybe when things go back to normal, that we're still going to keep having these issues with orders and stuff like that?
Meaning like what?
Well, everything just keeps like, like for instance, with when you try to order stuff on the NECA site, or you try to order stuff on Target, or before it was like kind of like, okay, if I'm there, if I'm there when it drops, yeah, like if I'm there when it drops, like I'm good. But
well, okay, so here's the thing: when it came to online ordering, it was always a problem, whether we were normal or now. The only reason it sucks now is because everybody is home and there's no way to get it in the stores. Before, like the NECA stuff, again, going back to Comic-Con time, and when they would put up their specials, it was a big ordeal of like trying to get through, trying to get it in those 3 days that they would put up their sales. When it came to Walmart stuff and Target stuff, always would be selling out. Even if we were hunting ourselves, going out, it was always an issue. It's just that it just seems like, oh my God, it's new because it's everybody's noticing it now, Just like everything else in the world, we're all noticing things now.
mm-hmm.
But this was always around. Whenever there was a pre-order up on Target that went up, boom, sold out, right? And then we would have, but we wouldn't care because we're like, oh, I'll just go get it in the store and I'll find it. Mm-hmm, and Walmart, please forget about it. Walmart, it was like it would never even show up on the website. It would never show up. The only thing that I'm thinking of about this whole thing is if we go back to normal, what about the rest of the world, if they go back to normal or not? Because we're constantly seeing how things are happening and they're closing back down. How is that going to affect imports and the shipping from other places? That's the only difference. Like with the whole internet thing right now, yeah, it's going crazier more than ever because everyone's home. You know what I mean? So we have to result in going online. But before that, no, a lot of us didn't really care because we're like, oh, well, I can't get it on Walmart thing or Target. I'll just go over there and look for it myself until I finally find it. And it wasn't never a problem because, the thrill of the hunt.
Adam, your thoughts?
Do you like, how controversial do you want me to be? Because I can go off like a little bit. I feel like it's like, especially like what I've seen on like Facebook and stuff is that like, especially with companies like Mezco, like, I don't know, have you guys been on any of those Mezco groups and stuff? It seems like there's a lot of guys in like Mezco groups, Mezco collectors, I guess, that are like, they're keeping it Ernie, I guess. But to me, like keeping it Ernie when it's a Mezco figure makes no sense because you can't even see the thing, you know, like it's in a closed box.
That whole Mezco group, I left it. The whole Mezco group, it's like you barely see anybody posting like that they're actually using the figure. It's everybody trying to resell the stuff.
Yeah, and it's all like, it's like people that are like, how much money is this worth now? And like, how much is this going to be worth? And what's going to be the next hot one? And it's just like, whoa, guys, like, like the Mezco stuff especially, like, and I've said this before, like, I love the Mezco figures. I collect a good chunk of Mezco figures, but I like standing up to the test of time. I don't think that these are figures you should be heavily investing in anyway. Like a lot of the fabric stuff where it's printed on fabric, it's like that stuff tends to peel, stuff tends to discolor. Like it's like stuff gets stretched out. Like it's like I buy toys because I like playing with toys. I take them out of the package, I mess with them, and it's like, do I want my Mezco figures to fall apart? No, of course not. But at the same point, like it's like I have boxes of like Toy Biz Lord of the Rings figures and stuff where they're like stuck together and melted and like stuff, like it's like this stuff isn't necessarily meant to like last forever, So it's like I don't get it, man. There seems to be a lot of people that are jumping on to like collecting toy bandwagon that do it for money, I guess. And I just don't, I'm like, man, go invest in property or do something else. Like,
one second, we have a very generous super chat from Punker Mike. He says, "Burn bridges, Adam. Burn bridges."
That's it. Punker Mike is happy with me because I finally sent him some pictures of stuff that I owed him. So it's all good. We're back on good terms, me and Punker Mike.
Good. All right, continue.
hopping onto what Adam is saying, like, dude, that's why I left that Mezco group, that one I was in, because every other, like, not even, it was like almost every post, if someone putting up and they have like 5, I don't know, let's say exclusive,
Ninja.
yeah, or like, dude, you got like the all the Gomez, right? You got like 2 or 3 of them, and they're all still in package, and it's like, why? You're showing me off your collection, but yet none of it is open, not one of it. And then later on, you'll see them selling it. Oh my God! Don't even get me started on it. Some dude who had the overseas samurai ninja, whatever it was, dude was asking like $800 for it. And I'm like, yo, all I do is do the laugh emoji, because I'm like, this is hilarious. Like, I think that Mezco group, just like KJ said before, there's a lot of more people collecting and stuff like that, and things. You know, it's getting to the point where you're not a collector. You're just going into these groups to see what's selling. And obviously, Mezco went up in price with a lot of their releases when you on the secondary market.
So, before we get to KJ, would you say that there's a line between, you know, is there a fine line between this saying a scalper or a collector? Would you say that, you know, or are you saying, yeah, are you saying it's getting very blurry?
It's getting blurry. It's definitely like that's
Yeah.
what I think that's the point. Is that like and I think that's kind of like we're gonna get all sorts of controversial, because I think that's kind of what NECA Randy was getting at in the Pixel Dan interview, where everyone got really upset with what Randy was saying. But it's like, I think that, like, I've talked to Randy before, and I don't think he was trying to be super political about it as much as he was like just trying to make a commentary about, like, no, there's a lot of people home, and, you know, like, whether they're either working from home or getting, you know, some supplement, you know, paycheck or something, it's like they're spending time hunting toys that normally they may not have had time to do that otherwise. So it's like all of a sudden it's opened it up a little bit more, I think. So you have a lot more people that are interested in this stuff suddenly, and are just spending money, and they're like, okay, they're not necessarily doing it for the love. Like, they're not like, oh, I love action figures or I love this property. It's like there's a lot of weird, you know, gray area going on, I think, now.
KJ, what about you, sir?
As far as the way things are set up, like online sales and stuff like that, it's always sucked. Like, even before the pandemic, like even far back to the Matty Collector days. Yeah.
Yeah.
War flashbacks. But even back then, like, buying limited stock on online is sucked. I don't think I've ever had a good experience. Like, every year, the San Diego Comic-Con stuff, buying the exclusives online sucks. So I don't think anybody's ever found that sweet spot of purchasing stuff online. Okay. Maybe like how Bandai set up right now, their P Bandai stuff, you order and then they make the order. I think that might be good. I don't know, but
so that's like the Super 7 and what NECA's
right.
Yeah,
like Super 7.
Yeah.
I mean, ideally, that would probably be the way of the future, the way to go move forward with this, so that everybody's happy. You know, I know even the way that's set up, when you order certain import figures, like, you know, they're made to order. That's it. It's done, and people still get upset because they missed out on that. You know, however many month-long pre-order window.
Yeah, we got a couple weeks until the Sentinel pre-orders are closed or whatever, and you're going to see a lot of people complaining about how they didn't have time to get a Sentinel. So
right.
I don't disagree that that's the way I'd want it to be, with pre-order, pre-made, but like, I can see how, you know, and like I want it to be that way. And I actually, you know, like I told you guys before, I wasn't going to order Toka and Razor until they did it that way, and that convinced me to order that, and then also order Super Shredder, because it's like, well, I'm going to support where I can, but I could see how certain companies wouldn't necessarily just want to do it that way, because they do want to create some hype, you know? And it's like, if you're just making stuff to order, that's not necessarily creating any hype.
Right.
Around, you know? So it's like, I get the double-edged sword there a little bit, even though it sucks, you know?
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, Adam, but do these companies enjoy like some of the hype that like Mezco and NECA, like when their stuff is sold out instantly and talked about.
Oh, they don't tell me.
I see more of an inside man than I
I'm
am.
on the same side as you guys, just ordering.
I don't think they even
I
care.
helped some of them make it. Like
You think
that's
they
all.
care?
No, I don't think they care. I think, look, let's say NECA, for instance, right? In
Uh-huh.
Walmarts, we don't even see them on the shelves. They're all gone before they even make it out the back room, right? Let's say.
Right.
NECA personally doesn't care because at the end of the day, they already got their money. You know what I mean? Now it's like, well, all right, we already got ours. We put everything out. I mean, we'll blame it on Walmart. Walmart is the one to blame because look at what the employees are doing and hooking up the homies that work there, whatever, you know, and then they end up on eBay.
I got another controversial take for you on that one because like
Another hot take from Adam. Go ahead, man.
I don't disagree with Dario saying that NECA doesn't necessarily care, other than I think that Randy cared just recently, and that's why he changed his stuff. And that's because Randy, I know, was having issues buying G.I. Joes from Hasbro.
Right, right.
It's like he literally posted about it. He was running into the same because he is also a collector and he wanted some of the G.I. Joe stuff and ran into issues. So it's like, oh, wait, we need to make this better because other people are running into this. Like I'm running.
Yeah, he's like, oh man, this really sucks.
Yeah,
man, we should probably fix this for our stuff.
Yeah, like you said, man, how they did Token and Razor, that I wouldn't have bought them otherwise, man. I didn't like those characters enough to go driving to every Walmart within a 25 mile radius.
Yeah.
When I used to collect Pops, it was like a big thing because there would be like exclusives and like FYE, and FYE is not all over the place, but I had one and people would line up before the store opened and you know,
wait, Dario, I didn't know you used to be a 15-year-old girl.
yeah.
Whoa.
And then I hit puberty and turned into a boy. Do you not accept me for who I am these days, Adam? But anyway, but I remember I used to go to one time I went to Target and I'll never forget this. And I saw a dude, he had his phone out and scrolling through this one app that Funko had or somebody made where it tells you like the prices of the highest, you know, of what the Pops are going. And he's scrolling. He picks one up to make sure. I guess he thought it was the one. Looks through it, isn't the one. He's holding it and then puts it back. He's like, "Oh no, I got nothing." Dude, when I was hunting for the Joes just last week, I saw someone doing the same thing at the Hot Wheels stuff, and I saw somebody else doing it like for other figures. Man, it's like they got their phone open and looking at what's the rate on like certain figures.
Oh, dude, me and Ernie have seen.
Sorry.
Oh no, let me just real quick here. Me and Ernie would see, you know, grandmas at Target with the eBay app out looking at stuff. Go ahead, KJ.
Yeah, and that's what goes back to what you're saying about the Mezcos, man. It kind of sucks the fun out of collecting because I know all of us collect because we love action figures, man. We love playing with them and buying them and completing teams and whatnot. But when you're surrounded by other guys that are just trying to make a quick buck or flip or whatever, man, it just kind of sucks. And it's just seen like an overabundance of those guys lately, man. Like in the groups and Instagram and whatnot. I come across like a couple pages where it's just dudes posting like 5 Rocksteady and Bebops and boxes and stuff like that. It's just I don't know, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's funny because didn't Pharaoh Black just post that and he got
oh no, yo, people hit him up. People hit him up ASAP. Like the second comment was like, "Oh, what you gonna sell all of them?" And then that's when he replied, "No, one's for Darius, one's for KJ, one's for such and such, another one's for me." And then they were like, "Oh, okay." Like you got like now you gotta like explain yourself to people because then everybody thinks that you're flipping. Because again, back to no one doing things. This is what I talk to everybody about when it comes to any subject. Right now, in the time we're in right now, you got nothing but time. So everybody's noticing everything, right?
Yeah,
that's why we're getting all these, you know, arguments going on Instagram and stuff about the world we're in right now. The collecting world. It's stupid. Like, I'm not trying to sit here and say, hey, these flippers are messing everything up. Don't get me wrong, son. I've sold stuff for more money because either I didn't want it or I might have had doubles of stuff, you know? Yeah. I've sold it. I'm not saying here like I've never done it. Of course I've done it. one thing is
Yeah,
me
you're a pop
having,
collector.
yeah, one thing is me having two of some, and me keeping one and actually using it, taking pictures of it or whatnot, whatever I want to do, display it. Another thing is me going to the store, buying it, and instantly putting it on my eBay store. And I don't like I could give a damn about what I just bought because I know for a fact it's going for triple the amount of money. Like that's the difference to me.
Yeah, so kind of reeling back to my question there, like, do you think, you know, when everything kind of gets back to normal, do you think that this will kind of die down since people will be more busy?
This is the new normal.
Whoa!
No, because now people they know like, oh snap, I can make this much doing this.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's gonna just keep on going, and more people now are gonna get more privy to it to the point where it's like, not only am I competing against the collector, I'm competing against the scalper, the flippers, and the store employees.
Well, I know it's always been an issue, you know, and I've sat here and I've watched it like really grow more and more within, you know, the last like 7-8 years. Like that's when the speed really picked up on it, to where it was just like, you know, there'd be people I knew, they're like, oh yeah, man, did you get this or that? I'm like, I didn't know you were into these. Like, what? You know, I didn't know you were into that at all. Oh yeah, no, I just flip them. I'm like, oh.
Yep.
You know, and granted, like I've said before, you know, like that people are going through some hard times right now. So if you can go out and pick up a couple things and you know, flip them and make a couple bucks, then, you know,
dude,
you got to do what you got to do to eat sometimes. Like, I understand that.
Just last week, they put out some little girl figures. I remember what it was, and the news came out saying that they took them off the shelves because of something inappropriate, right? Of where a button was. It was inappropriate. Yo, the second that news went out that day, whoever already had them were on eBay for
Flipping.
like hundreds, bro.
Yep.
Hundreds.
Wow.
Yeah, because it won't ever be
line was
made
this?
again. It was the Trolls Poppy.
Something. Yes. That's what it was. Trolls.
Yeah, it was the Trolls Poppy doll. It had a button in a weird place.
In a weird place. So then when you push it in, it, you know, it doesn't do that.
We've got a very generous super chat from the One Fist. Do we know the online time on the 14th for the Target Joe's?
I was meaning to ask that too. Yeah,
it'll probably be just like everything else. If Hasbro tells you that they're probably gonna be like, we don't know, Target's is the one in charge of that, so it'll literally probably go up at any time.
Thank you for the very generous super chat, sir.
Yeah, I think a lot of the lines that are being flipped are the stuff that they don't reissue. A lot of, like Mezco, they never do reissues of figures. Dragon Ball reissues all the time. Mythic, I don't know if you guys collect Mythic Legions, but they rarely reissue certain characters. So lines like that are like prime real estate for scalpers and flippers.
Like, I mean, for a collector of the Mezco stuff, it's kind of like, okay, cool, I have something that, you know, it's still collectible. It's not going to lose its collectability because it's not going to get put out again. But on the flip,
right. It's not like Marvel Legends where they reissue another Spider-Man in a couple months, or doing a Rogue and
Star Wars where they put them out every 2 weeks.
Yeah, but on the other hand, it's, you know, it's like it makes it to where people are like, oh yeah, I'm going to scoop that up, and then I'll just wait on it, and inevitably, you know, the want is going to rise for it, you know.
Right.
Yeah. And
there's always dudes like buying cases of certain Mezcos and just setting them aside and hoping to flip them someday. So
yeah, exactly. Like, again, and back to that group, like the dude had like 3 of everything, of all the Goldmans that were just recently released and all that stuff, and I'm like, all right. And then, like, no joke, like a couple of days later, you're either entering a raffle, and the raffle, like, I think it's like at least $400, and then, or they're flipping it, and then they like, oh, for sale or looking for trade, and they want like 3 other Mezcos for that one Gomez. Like, okay, we get the hype that Mezco's doing with the Gomez line, but my man, you smoking something if you think like it's that much. Like, it ain't gold, son.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Here's the thing. So the John Wick right now, right? A lot of people are not happy with it. A lot of people are, you know, just saying it's the worst thing ever. you give it a year and people are going to be paying a premium dollar for it. Look at the Red Sun Superman, Mezco. People hated that thing when it came out. The decals were peeling off on a lot of them. Like, I remember seeing the posts. People were just miserable with it. Go try and buy it now.
Dude, just a regular Superman.
That
That's
was
out.
another one. A lot of people weren't happy with that one.
Crazy, man. Yeah.
That goes for mad money.
Yeah.
Same thing. That people complain about his suit and the color and his head sculpt and this and that, but now he goes for like $300-400.
Yeah. And people don't have a problem with it anymore. It's you know, and people aren't going to have a problem with John Wick down the road. That's just the way that this goes, you know. And when you make that decision to never re-release anything or put something out again, like that's just the way that's going to be. Like, you know, I feel bad for you if you get into Mezco now, because to backtrack and get all that stuff, like you got to be rich, man. We got a very generous super chat from our Chat Migo moderator, Mervine. Says, do you think social media has made collecting worse? Does it make it easier for scalpers / flippers to know what's hot? I'll answer that right now myself. Thank you for the generous super chat, Mervine. I'll say yes, 100% yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
It helps spread the word like wildfire.
I think that I'm going waffles on this one. Not waffles code name for something. I'm waffling back and forth between yes and no, because I definitely think that, like, you know, there's a lot more people, so it does make it harder, and, you know, like, it's harder to find stuff. But I you know, I've had the benefit of, like, you know, I got the Walmart exclusive KC and RAF pack because of internet friends on the East Coast. You know, like, yeah, it cost me money to ship that from Connecticut to LA, but I'd have no chance finding that set in stores out here. And the fact that, you know, they were able to find it in Connecticut, it's like we're social media friends. And, like, that's how I got that pack. So,
but on the other side of that, all the people that are buying it up, would they have known about it in the first place if it
in
wasn't
LA? Probably. I mean, like, that's
if it wasn't for social media.
I'm in LA, you know, like, I have people. There's a lot more nerds in LA, basically. I don't know. Like,
yeah, I'm with Adam. I wouldn't say yes, but I don't want to say no at the same time. I think, yes, more people are like, oh, what's this about? Oh, what's this about? Just like whoever's tuning in, you know, a page like, say, like Toy Shiz, it's huge, right? Or the Star Wars one. Jeez, I can't.
Yak Face,
something like that, right? Let's say I don't know nothing about figures or nothing, and then it opens up on my popular page and I'll see it, like things like that. It'll pop up, right? So people will be like, oh, what's this? Let me see. And also, too, like Eric L just commented, he said, once a Target or Walmart employee gets asked multiple times about a certain thing, they know that what to look out for.
Exactly.
And that's another thing. Whether we had Instagram or not, you're still going out to the store and saying, hey, do you guys have this figure? And you know what sucks about it, too? It's like that we tell them exactly which one we're looking for.
Well, see, me and Ernie used to run into that a lot, too, and we found a way around that, because that would be the first thing. Oh, yeah, which one are you looking for?
Yeah.
I'm looking for this wave. Well, which one?
All of them.
Any of them. I'm looking for any of them. You don't ever say, oh, I'm looking for this specific one, because that's the one they're not going to have. Like, that's the one when they go walk back to quote-unquote look, that they're checking on their phone. Oh,
exactly.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm looking for the Marvel Legends Paladin figure. He's super rare.
No, Misty Knight, Living Laser. Come on, we got it.
Yeah.
Sergeant Banana's favorites. Come on.
Lazy-eyed variant.
Yeah, so like I can't say that
well, there's good
messed it up. It's just
there's good and
like,
bad.
Just like Adam, yeah, it's good and bad. It's like, yeah, it's good because, again, look at, just like Adam said, he found someone on the whole other side of the country. Same with me, looking for figures, and the Facebook group, you see people constantly helping each other out. So it works for that, but it's just there's no way around it, man.
I really can't express how much I love all of you guys in the Facebook group. Like, I can go in there and it's like this like awesome vibe every single time. Like everybody's juiced on their stuff. Like even if it's like something that I don't collect, like I see someone's like happy about getting it, and there's a lot of positivity going on in there, and I really really enjoy that. Like I can hop in there and just like, like, oh man, this is really cool. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. And see, like, I don't have a problem with what's going on. Yes, it's frustrating, but I'm so used to it because I've been collecting sneakers for the longest. And it's
you
like
hear that a lot too. People that are sneakerheads are like, yeah, no, man, this is bound
nothing.
to happen. It was bound to happen.
But yo, it goes like this with anything. Dude, Fenty is makeup from Rihanna. Forget about it. Yo, you ain't getting nothing if you're a girl and you want that stuff. You ain't getting nothing. I'm telling you that right now. Like, let's see other thing. Like, when it comes to like bags, check out Ernie and How We Do Disney. There's things that like, and your wife too. Like, there's things that like Disney products that they come out and it's
Pins,
only like, oh
yeah,
dude, it's everything, bro. It's not even fit. It's every little thing. Supreme, New York used to be it's a skateboarding brand that used to be that. Now it's just hype brands where, oh my God, you slap a Supreme sticker and we want it.
Yeah.
And it sells out, dude. A lighter on retail on the app goes for like maybe $20. You know how much I can resell that for if I end up copping it? Like about 80, son.
For a lighter?
A lighter.
Wow.
Yikes. Yo, my boy, he bought a brick and it just has Supreme on it. A red brick. Okay? $80, I think it was retail. He still has it. He's not selling it, but it was going for, I think, almost like 200, just a brick.
At that point in time, I want to say that they're like, let's do this real quick. Like, let's put it on there and see what people do.
No, and again, and everybody knows this when it comes to limited releases in sneakers. The companies know these things. They know that there's people flipping them. There's documentaries on Netflix. There's shows, there's videos everywhere of people. I got a whole collection of Jordans, right? And I go to these conventions that they have like in gymnasiums and stuff, and there's people with like a fanny pack stuffed with like thousands of dollars. Why? Because one pair of sneakers, for instance, the Christian Dior Jordan 1s. If you had to enter a raffle to try to buy them, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Jordan, the sneaker itself was like around $2,200. You know how much that thing was reselling for?
I don't even want to know. I don't.
10,000 at the cheapest.
10K? Wow.
10K. And you know what they just found out? There was the high tops, and then now they got some lows. They just seized a factory in China somewhere that ended up having like about 20,000 of those fake sneakers. So if you don't know what you're buying, I feel bad for the kid that just wants to get into sneakers. Like, I don't want to sound like this person, but if you're a little white boy from the suburbs that doesn't know nothing, and you have your parents buying you everything, and you know nothing, and you're spending $200 to $500 on a pair of sneakers, more than likely you might get got and
you might get
sold
hustled,
get sold a fake pair.
Yep. And there was a lot of that, going on a few years ago too. Like, people would be buying stuff on eBay and they'd get knockoffs and like, oh man, I thought that was legit. It goes, it goes in anything. Unfortunately, we're about out of time here. Any last thoughts, KJ?
Throw out something controversial. Come on, Will Smith. Let's do it.
Jeez.
Oh, he wanted to talk about the DC stuff.
We could hit that another time.
Okay. KJ's like, yeah, no, we've gone and done a lot of things.
My hot take for today is raffles suck, but
oh, shots fired.
All right.
I'm joking.
Hey, in case you guys missed it, KJ just said, "Lego my ego."
All right. Adam, anything you want to add?
I'm really looking forward to Supaida Man, and I will find new words to describe.
There you go. His lower regions.
Yeah.
Yes, more phallic.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll figure out the correct words because he's on his way from anime export for me, which is
Nice.
funny because you know what else he's coming with?
What?
I'm making us go long over dumbness. But I paid for shipping on him, and they finally decided that they're going to ship me my SHF Mandalorian. I still don't have an SHF Mandalorian because it was like held up because of the old shipping issues where they're like, oh, we're not going to like ship this because, you know, no one's allowed to ship things right now. So it's like literally been sitting in like my, I guess, anime export now has a pile of loot function. So I'm getting that and Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. You got to retake your profile picture with the new Spider-Man.
There you go.
I didn't work on that one. I'm sad because he has, you know, a big old Johnson.
All right, Dario, how about you?
Everybody's asking about this one thing that's a hot topic lately. We talked about it before.
Yeah,
If you don't like it, don't join it.
real simple.
If you don't like scalper prices, don't buy them.
Yeah, don't pay scalper prices. Plain and simple.
That's all. There's really nothing
Nope.
to go back and forth on
Nope.
on that. To be honest with you,
Be sure to hit that thumbs up. You know, we've had about 60 people in here, approximately, fluctuating here and there. So thank you, everyone, so much for listening. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific, 12 a.m. See, I'm horrible at this. We need Ernie back.
you can join tomorrow the They're Not Dolls regular episode.
Yeah, that.
Starting at 9 p.m. Pacific time, 12 a.m. Eastern.
Yes.
Make sure to check us out on toymigos.com, Toy Migos on Instagram, Toy Migos on Facebook, and Toy Migos Facebook group. Make sure to join us. We put links up there and everything. There is we pinned up a page just for DPCI numbers or whatever the numbers are called.
Mm-hmm.
For everything you're looking for. So make sure you join us there. Also go on the Big Cartel shop. The link is in the bio on the Instagram. And you get some Toy Migos merch. New t-shirts are up right now.
Yep.
Thank you for those that are buying them. Orders should be made tomorrow for the first batch that got ordered
Mm-hmm.
and will be sent out. So, and keep on a lookout for more stuff.
Exactly.
The green t-shirt literally glows. It's awesome. I love that thing. you guys saw my Instagram story yesterday, but that logo glows.
It's
like
very bright.
No black light needed or anything.
Yeah.
It's
no,
like
it's a very bright green.
honestly, if I'm wearing that t-shirt and I get lost at sea, people
They
will be
will
able
find
to
you. They will find you.
It's, like, it's amazing. I love it.
Just a little bit of insider trading information. You can buy those shirts and flip them in 3 months for like double the value.
Exactly. So buy them all up.
Oh, you just wait. I'm buying them myself and I'm flipping them myself.
Send all the bots, guys. Send all the bots.
Send all the bots to our Big Cartel shop. Once again, I am Cheney180.
I'm 80s, baby.
I'm your friendly neighborhood prospect playing with myself.
I am Public Enema, aka Great Value Will Smith.
And remember, guys, they're not dolls.